forgive God this morning. And know one thing, that God loves you. And because God loves you, only good things are permitted in your life. I love something a man of God said. He said, good things happen to those who know that God loves them. Good things, if you know it. You know, there are certain things that it wants to come to you. You will say, no, it can't happen to me because God loves me. Now, do you know there's a big difference with what your knowledge of something makes a lot of difference. I hope you know. Your knowledge. Something may be, now, for instance, if the government has given everybody 1 million per family, everybody, if you're not aware of it, you will just be living and cursing the Nigerian government day and night. But if you heard something that, 1 million will give to every family, and you are aware of it, and you've gone to collect your own, you'll be praising when others are saying, this government is doing well with you. You say it's a lie. Don't say that. They are coming a second time. You will campaign for them. It will make a big difference. Only good things. From the day I heard this from the man of God, I practiced it, and it works. He said, only good things happen to those who know that God loves them. Now, if you love somebody, will you hurt the person in any way? If you know that God loves you, you see God as your lover. So when evil is parading around, you say, no, this can't come close to me because God loves me. Are you listening to what I'm saying? And it won't come close to you. It will be unto you according to your faith. But when you see it happening, maybe evil is parading, you now say, God, I beg you. God, I beg you is not knowledge. Are you listening to me? So you say, let it, God. You do all those ones, and sometimes things have happened to people that even when evil things happen, the type you can't stop. You know, there are some things that happen that you have a control over. There are some other things that happen you don't have no control over. For instance, if something happens to someone related to you, it's not directly you. Are you listening to me? Somehow you don't have control over it. Even though God is said, when God is relating with you, he relates with you not just alone, and all your house. You know, he said, and you shall be saved, and all your house. So when God is doing good to you, your house and family is implicated. Are you listening to me? So also, when the devil is doing evil, he implicates everybody connected. That's how evil transfers. Are you listening? And that's how good is breaking the hedge at one side. You know, breaking the hedge. And at such points, you can't help it. Are you listening to me? So that's what have led to some things happening. When God is relating with someone this way, and you're praying from that angle, the person, there's a role the person had to play. I told us one time, you know, I tell a lot of stories of Papa Hagin because I saw a man who had a very personal relationship with God, and you could see God showing. From his life, I learned a lot about how God loves you. He said something to God. You know, I think when his mom was diagnosed, he said, Lord, my mom is sick. The mom was 69, and they said she was going to die. Maybe her whole system has broken down. Said she was going to die. So he now came to God. He now said, Lord, I will say that I'm not really prepared for this because my mother suffered for us, and I've not been able to minister to her at all in my life. That, Lord, if you can just give her a long life, let her live and enjoy, you know, enjoy from my life. He said, but God, even if you take her, he said, I'm not going to do anything. He said, I'm going to serve you. I'm going to still be your servant. He said, but in eternity, I will remind you. I said, Lord, you know, you took her. So God said, okay, I'm giving her extra years. And so the mom lived for 11 years more. And by the time she died, the doctors were asking, how has this woman been living? Because this woman, her whole system broke down 11 years ago. Her whole system died. As in, that after checking the autopsy, everything, that she died 11 years ago. As in, nothing was working. So how has she been living? So you could see that those 11 years, God had to do it extra for his servant because he loves him. So expect the unusual in your life because you know that God loves you. So he told God, and he was so grateful to God. He was so grateful to God. So there are times, now that's one part, he could control that one. Now there was another time in his life, his sister was diagnosed of cancer. And he prayed. And God healed the sister. And the sister was well, bouncing about. After some time, God told him, tell your sister to grow. But you know, you can just be born again and just be at the same level. Year in, year out, no growth. So God told him, tell her to grow, tell her to grow. You know, he did his best, but the sister maybe just felt, see, religious, so see, come to church. They serve the Lord, they have a pure heart. And after some years, maybe 5 or more, another kind of cancer, not the one God healed, another one came on her. And Papa Hagin went to God and was praying. God said, no, this time around, her faith has to come to play. She needs to grow. She has to do it by her faith. And eventually, she was able to do it by her faith, and she passed on. Now, you see, in that case, he didn't have much control over it. Are you listening to me? He didn't have much control because at least he has tried. He has done one. If they do one for you, you should be able to do the next one for yourself. There are some people that all their life, they want you to carry them. Nobody will carry you all your life. At a point, you'll be carried. Even your children, you can't carry them all their lives. You will carry them to a point. There's a point you get to when you want to, God will say, tell them to pray for themselves. Let them pray. I want to hear their own voice. So, if you're angry with God because of something you have no control over, that's a misplaced anger. Are you listening to me? Something you can't control. Like some time ago, someone died. The girl said, Lord, you can't allow it to this guy. This guy is so good. He loves you, Lord. He loves you. How can you? Are you in his secret with him? Are you in his personal life? Are you in his thoughts? Were you with him there? Do you know what goes on in his mind? Do you know what he has said inside? There's some things. Do you know what God has told him? In some cases, the person may not have done anything, but God must have instructed somebody, and they refuse to obey. And when they don't obey God, certain consequences, take place. So you see one ignorant person on this side say, God, no, this thing. That's why the Bible said, judge nothing before the time. It's not everything you know. Operate within the level. He said, we know in part. Are you listening to me? We know in part. Your knowledge, you will say, no, what was done to this person is wrong. Why this person? You know in part. You don't know everything. When it comes to the thoughts of the heart, they are not made known to you. But God said, I am the one. I don't see as man sees. Man is the one that when you come and praise yourself, you see me, I'm a good man. You say, yeah, that's the man. But God said, this is an evil man. God said, I don't see as man sees. I look at the heart. God looks at your heart. And that's what God uses to relate with you. Then when you, as an ignorant person, now, as a believer, run away from ignorance. What you don't know anything about. I know that once you want to fight, before you know something they're talking small, one person have big bottle, crap.